What's up, everybody? Bayview Bud back with another Prelude video because you guys seem to be liking them. Thought I'd take the old girl home, take her for a trip to her folks' house. Yeah, this video I'm going to touch on some of the new stuff I've done to the car, my current plans, stuff I've got on order, and I filmed this at the end. I filmed the video earlier and forgot to film an intro. So yeah, I kind of go through, I take the car for a rip and let you guys hear it. Driving, go through the acceleration and stuff. So I don't know, enjoy this one. So we're just out for a little cruise. Nice sunset out here in Woodlawn, Ontario. Yeah, I don't really particularly like driving this car out on these back roads, so I usually take it pretty slow because you know, they grade them. It's a dirt road, so they grade them, but you know, after a couple rainfalls and shit, you end up with a lot of potholes, so it's pretty rough down my road. But thankfully at the end of my road there's a main road which is paved, so when we get on that road I'm going to see if I can get a clip of the acceleration here with the H23. I mean, it's pretty quick for what it is. I mean, keep in mind that it is a 21-year-old car. But, I mean, compared to some other vehicles I've been in, it really doesn't even come close. So, yeah, I'll give a quick clip so you guys can hear the car. I'll open up the windows, and hopefully the wind won't drown out the sound, and you can get an idea of what she sounds like and how quick she moves. All right, I am out on a back road here, so I'm going to see if I can get a decent clip of the acceleration. Kick in at around 5,500 RPM. So again, it's not groundbreakingly fast, but it's got some get up and go for sure. But I'm gonna roll up the window so you can hear a little better. I don't know if the wind's drowning out the audio, but yeah, I mean, this car is honestly, it's a real pleasure to drive. It handles great. I did get it up on the lift the other day. Checked out the underbody. It's fucking mint, super clean, no rust. A lot better than I actually expected. And I did confirm it is lowered. It does have some lowering springs on it. I think I might lower it a little bit more, swap them out for something a touch lower. I just like the stance of it when it's hunkered down a bit. But it is lowered. I did confirm the ABS light is actually the ABS wheel speed sensor. So unfortunately, everywhere I called does not keep stock of these things anymore. Even the Honda dealer said they're discontinued. So I did find one on eBay that I've ordered, so I'm gonna have that replaced. And yeah, now I've got the engine light on as well, check engine, because I took off the downpipe on the exhaust because it was rubbing against the bottom of the motor. So I just hammered it out a little bit and smoothed it out where it was touching. I removed the O2 sensor, and when I replaced it, put it back in, I don't know, I guess she's done now. As soon as I fucked with it, all of a sudden now it's triggering the light. So I got the sensor on order, and I'm going to have to get a new O2 sensor, and then we'll have all the lights clear on the dash again because it drives me absolutely insane. So another great thing about this car is I do have sway bars. I have one under the hood, one under the rear, and then one in the trunk. So, I mean, obviously I haven't driven a Prelude without them. That's also stock height, stock tires, whatnot. So I don't really know how they handle on their own, but man, this car, like, fuck, you can really take corners at a good amount of speed. I haven't really pushed the car to its limits because you know, I did buy it to kind of save me some gas money. So, and because she's old, I try to baby it just like everything that I own. So every once in a while I'll kick her in the spurs there and see what she can do. But yeah, I mean, I really just kind of cruise along, putt around in this car. And I've had the car for 2 weeks now, and it's funny because I honestly thought people were gonna like kind of mock me a little bit, or you know, a couple of my buddies were busting my balls because I'm a grown man driving a car that, you know, we drove when we were teenagers. But honestly, I don't think there's been a single day I've had today where someone hasn't stopped me, talked to me about the car, honked, gave me a thumbs up. Like, people love these cars, and you know, considering you hear that they were really not appreciated back when they first came out, it's nice to see that people have a soft spot for them. I've had 2 guys now at the gas station offer to buy it off me, but like I mentioned in my first video, here in Canada, or at least in Ontario, our winters, the roads get real icy, and we use salt here. Some provinces and some places in the States, they use sand, which I would prefer, because the salt here, it fucking rots your car out. So unless you get it undercoated, and even then, you got to redo the undercoating every year. Like, cars just don't last up here. So especially Hondas, with the Honda rust and whatnot, they're notorious for. You really, like, I haven't seen another Prelude around in the last couple years. This is the only one I've seen. I have yet to come across another one. So it's kind of cool that it's rare and people seem to like it. Obviously the tuner guys love it when I come across them, but even some older guys, I've met a couple older guys, like 50s and 60s, that love these cars. So yeah, it's a bit of a head turner, which is kind of fun. It's a conversation starter, but we'll see how that goes in, you know, a couple more years. I'm gonna hold on to it, and I imagine it's only gonna become more rare and more valuable as time goes on. So we'll see how she ages. Pretty busy out tonight, considering you know, I live in rural Ontario. These roads are never, I don't think I've ever come across 4 cars in a row in this town. Right now we're in Goleta, Ontario. It's literally a bump in the road. You'll see we just entered it. It's really, I don't even know what the population's, probably like 200 people, maybe less than that. It's literally a couple side streets off of this main street. That's pretty much it. If you're in the States, it'd be comparable to maybe a small town in the south. This is Goleta, Ontario. Don't blink or you might miss it. This is the one cool spot in Goleta I love, the livestock barn. So I often bring my vehicles here to take pictures as like a backdrop. It just looks pretty badass. All right, let those guys take off a bit. Beautiful night out here tonight. I'm gonna kick the spurs into her and let's see what she can do here, if you can get a better view of it. Missed a gear there. So the most recent update to the car, as you can see, I got rid of the black rims, the fast wheels that came on it, and I went with some 17-inch. The brand is Euro Design. I like the look of them. I like how simple they are. They're nice and clean. My buddy's got an Audi that's bagged, and they're a little more intricate than these, but similar style rim. Again, you know, I'm 32 years old. I'm not trying to look like I'm 15 here. I want the car to just look simple and clean. I think these rims do the trick. I'm super happy. I got them done at a shop. It's the same tires that were on it when I got the car. I think they were like $750 before tax for the new wheels. So I'm super pumped with how they look. I think it just gives the car a real nice, clean look. The black was okay, but they really just blended in with the body. You couldn't really see them. And like I said, I live on a dirt road, so they just would gather dust like no tomorrow. These silver rims, they don't show the dirt quite as much as the black ones did, so I'm pretty pumped with overall the look of the car. Again, I want to lower it just a tad. I do have the, I don't know if those are stock, those little side skirts. I got the front lip, and I have the Mugen like diffuser style rear lip, so like it comes down on the side there, and then it's got those little kind of vents at the back. I like that. I did, however, just order a new black, like dual side-by-side kind of rectangular muffler that almost looks stock. So I'm chopping off the can on the back. I got a really good welder who's going to weld on the new exhaust, because I really hate the look of this. I want it to be discreet. It might muffle the exhaust a little bit, which I'm okay with. I just really don't like the look of this sticking out. So I'm going with a cleaner, more discreet look. So that should be coming in this week, and then I'll get that put on the car. The only issue I was really having was this exhaust, the downpipe here, where it wraps under the engine, it was rubbing against the oil pan. Whenever I would like let off on the acceleration and the engine would kind of rock, you'd hear it rattling. So I did pull that off the other day, and I hammered the shit out of it, and it seems to fix the issue. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased now driving it. I don't have that rattle that I was getting. The guy that I bought it off of, he told me it was the exhaust rattling, but I mean, you never really know. I thought he was full of shit, to be honest with you, until I got underneath it and realized that actually was the problem. So that's fixed. And the only other thing I've got on order is I did order new headlights. These are like the Halo style. I don't know if the camera will catch them. I'm not really a fan of them. They remind me of like a Porsche Boxster. So I ordered the stock headlights, but like the housing is black as opposed to the chrome. I think that'll look super clean. And I'm trying to find these side markers. The guy smoked them out, like blacked them out. I'm trying to find either clear or just stock orange ones. So if anybody's got a line on those, please hook me up, because I can't seem to find them anywhere. So yeah, that's pretty much everything that's new with the car. Again, I've only had it 2 weeks, so I haven't really had a lot of time to do a whole lot. And frankly, I don't really want to do a whole lot to it. I want to keep it stock, like I said. I think it'll be worth more. I'm not trying to turn it into like not necessarily a show car. I think the car is beautiful on its own. And if I brought it to a show, I think it would get some appreciation. But I'm not trying to put it on bags and, you know, dish out the rims and fuck with the stance. Like, you know, I think that would just do more damage in the long run, cost me a lot of money for no fucking reason, especially where I live. It's not practical with the roads and everything. So yeah, like I said in the last video, man, like I'm new to this. I'm a truck guy. I put a lot of my money into my trucks and my bikes and my other toys. So if you got any suggestions, let me know what you think I should do with the car. Drop a comment below. Again, it's the H23 VTEC motor. If you have any ideas of what I should do, I know one guy mentioned a timing belt, check the compression, stuff like that, and maybe build it up. So we'll see. Time will tell. But right now, I'm happy with the new wheels, and I'll be super pumped when I get the new muffler on. So I'll be sure to do a video about that, and we'll update you on how the exhaust sounds once I got that on. So yeah. Comments, questions, suggestions, drop them in the section below. I'll catch you guys on the next one.